against Homicide.
Somebody in this building who wants Edge more than I do, I'll tell you that. So Homicide, I didn't come here tonight to wrestle some 300-pound greenhorn like Gene Snitsky. I came here tonight because I know nowadays I'm in for the fight of my life. So I came here and I wanted to step into the ring with the baddest ever in Ring of Honor, and that is Homicide. So right now you know when you step through these ropes, Homicide, that Matt Hardy will not die.
Well, Matt Hardy has made his way to Ring of Honor because he sees the competition, the level of athleticism that the ROH wrestlers bring to the table, and he knows what Homicide can do in that ring, and Matt Hardy's looking forward to this matchup. We have the opening bell.
Quite a test for Homicide as well as for Matt Hardy. You want to talk about testing yourself. Both these men are going to get quite a test here in Dayton.
Wow, some of these fans here in Dayton actually throwing their support behind Homicide. I guess they sort of see this as Ring of Honor versus WWE of sorts.
Yeah, it's definitely us against them. Homicide getting right in the face of Matt Hardy here. Listen to this crowd in Dayton.
Both of these men are primed for this matchup.
You got to give Matt Hardy all the credit in the world. You want to talk about a guy, he doesn't have to be here. He wants to be here. He wants to test himself against the toughest competition this sport has to offer. He could sit back and count his money in that big fat WWE contract he's got and get ready for that big feud with Edge. But he's here because he wants to test himself against the likes of Homicide and everyone else here in the ROH locker room.
Hey, there's been some talk in the locker room tonight that Edge actually called Homicide before this matchup and maybe put a little thought in his head before going into this matchup.
Far be it from Homicide to take some money off of somebody to take a guy out. He'll do it for fun, but if there's money involved, he'll be all over it.
Yeah, Hardy has said that he wants to wrestle on the grassroots level with no limits, and that's why he's here tonight and here in Ring of Honor.
Nice reversal by Hardy. Controls a side headlock on Homicide. Big shoulder tackle from Hardy sends Homicide to the mat.
Right back up to his feet.
Homicide taking issue with some of the fans here who are rooting for Matt Hardy. Not often that a guy like Homicide is going to hear the cheers of the crowd. But like I said, the hometown guy, the Ring of Honor guy against the WWE superstar, he's going to get some of his cheers here and there.
Matt Hardy able to pull out a victory against the fallen angel Christopher Daniels in his Ring of Honor debut.
A little help from CM Punk. Kane involved there.
And of course tomorrow night, it has been signed Matt Hardy to battle Roderick Strong in Chicago Ridge. Wants to take on the toughest opponents here in Ring of Honor.
Homicide able to make it to the ropes, force the break there. He's going to go to the outside. Hardy going to work on the leg of Homicide.
Homicide, one of the faces of Ring of Honor. He's been here from the beginning, and it's a big opportunity for both men. It's a big opportunity for Matt Hardy to really prove himself to the ROH fans that might not really be so willing to welcome him with open arms into the promotion. And it's a big opportunity because, hey, if Homicide can score the victory against Matt Hardy tonight, that elevates him in the eyes of the wrestling world as a whole.
Oh, I'm sure there are a few people in Stamford, Connecticut watching very closely here
Clean break from Matt Hardy.
Sportsmanship from Homicide. Now I've seen it all. Collar and elbow tie-up. Homicide trying to drive Hardy back into the corner. See if we get another clean break here.
No clean break from the Rottweilers. Are you kidding, Lenny Leonard?
Thumb to the eye. And a big right hand from Homicide, making a pair.
Big flurry of offense in the corner. Just stomping away at Hardy. And now just choking the man.
Standing right across the throat here, choking the life out of Matt Hardy.
You know, Matt Hardy's done his homework. He's watched Ring of Honor before coming here to compete. He knows exactly what Homicide's offense is like, and he's seeing it firsthand right now.
Reversal by Hardy. Homicide ducks the clothesline. Head scissor takes it right off his feet.
Good agility shown by Homicide.
Elbow to the top of the head. Chop to the chest. Hardy fires back with an elbow, making a pair. And a third. And a big right hand in the corner.
Referee Paul Turner trying to tell him to open up the fifth.
Homicide fires a couple of kicks to the midsection, and Hardy clubs across the back. Another reversal by Hardy. Homicide off the ropes. Goes under the legs of Hardy. Went for another tilt-a-roll, and he's caught with a side slam. 2.5.
Hardy learned from the first attempt and was not able to be taken over with the head scissors. And that time, able to plant Homicide. And now it's Hardy in control.
Do your ass here.
Driving another elbow to the back of the head of Homicide, who's up to his feet. Tries to fire back with a chop. Now Hardy aggressively in the corner, firing away at Homicide. Bit of a mean streak from Matt Hardy here in the corner. Reversal by Homicide. Kicks him to the leg. Look at him go to work on the knee, trying to take out Matt Hardy here. You know, he said he got a call from Edge. Maybe this part of the strategy here, going to work on that knee, trying to make sure he never makes it to get to Edge.
Oh, he's trying to tear out that knee, and very wisely, Matt Hardy able to reach the ropes and get the referee in to break that up. Hardy trying to get some feeling back into that leg.
Hardy's had some injury problems over the past year or so. Big right hands, they're just trading shots in the center of the ring now. Drop toe hold from Homicide sends Hardy through the ropes to the floor.
Hardy's struggling to get back to his feet. And could Homicide possibly have a tope con hilo in mind?
Oh, not Homicide.
He gets all of it.
No pretty blue mats on the outside here as he just wipes out Matt Hardy.
And this is where Homicide's at home, out on the floor.
Gotta wonder if anybody's been able to break up Jay Lethal and Low Key yet as they battled their way to the back. That's far from over.
Sends Hardy into the barricade. Pulling away on the back.
Tries to send him to the guardrail, but a reversal by Hardy, and Homicide hits hard.
You know, we got that big main event still to come here tonight. All we got a second as these two brutalize each other on the floor. Lenny Leonard, it's time to pay the bills. I learned that from Jimmy Bauer. ROHWrestling.com, 215-781-2500. Much more than ROH merchandise. Check out DVDs and merchandise from TNA, the WWE, Full Impact Pro, IWC, BCW, and many more promotions. If you're an aspiring wrestler, you gotta see the Secrets of the Ring series, including Volume 2 with Raven, which is out right now, plus much more rare merchandise from Japan, figures, books, and more. ROHWrestling.com, 215-781-2500. And now it's Homicide all the way up top.
Trying to finish Matt Hardy off here. Diving headbutt right to the midsection. After that neck breaker, hooks the leg. Oh, 2.5.
Hardy kicking out, staying in this matchup, but you can see him holding onto his midsection right there.
Crowd starting to get behind Hardy here. Snapmare by Homicide. Locks in the rear chin lock.
Homicide heard the fans chanting for Matt Hardy, trying to encourage him on, and without even thinking, snapmare, and he keeps him grounded in the center of the ring, trying to take the energy away from Matt Hardy and keep control of the matchup here on Homicide's home turf.
Also smart by Homicide, giving up a little bit of size to Matt Hardy here, trying to eliminate the size advantage of Matt Hardy by taking him off his feet. But Hardy's able to get back up and fire a couple of shots with the elbow to the midsection, tries to get away in the handful of hair.
Draws a warning from Paul Turner, but
yes, Homicide, we know you don't have hair to pull.
drives the knee down into Matt Hardy. Homicide making Hardy expend that energy to kick out.
Homicide looks to be getting maybe a little frustrated here. Not sure if he's frustrated with the fans or the fact that he can't put Matt Hardy away.
Hard chop in the corner. And now just choking away on Matt Hardy. Homicide wants this win. Back rake from Homicide. Trying to get the job done by any means necessary. Now it's Hardy with a nice little flurry. Fighting his way back into the center of the ring. Homicide fights right back with that chop.
Another one takes Hardy off his feet. Homicide again jawing with the crowd, taking a little too much time here.
Letting them know that he's not going to let them get to him. Homicide doesn't give a damn if the fans cheer him or not.
Look at Hardy firing away with a couple of headbutts and now just clubbing across the back of the neck. Reversal by Homicide. Hardy hits the corner hard, but runs into an elbow.
Homicide, no stranger to using some shady tactics when need be. Nice swinging DDT off the ropes.
He might have him right here. Can he hook the leg? He does. Oh, 2.5 again. Hardy able to kick out.
We might not have Julius Smokes as a physical presence at ringside, but Homicide's used a chain and put that to use on recent shows. He pinned James Gibson with one at the homecoming. Well, don't put anything past Homicide. He'll do whatever he has to do, Rottweiler style, to get the victory. And climbing up top once again.
Hardy, though, able to get up to his feet and catches him with a right hand on top of the head. He's going to follow him up.
We see a superplex here from Matt Hardy.
Connects with the superplex. Unable to follow up, though. Hardy showing the worst for the wear there from the offensive Homicide. Unable to follow up.
This match has taken a lot out of both competitors as they lay on the canvas and the referee applies a double count.
Glazed look on the face of Matt Hardy. You're trying to get his bearings.
He's like, yeah, so this is what Homicide's all about, huh?
He's no Gene Snitsky.
Firing away on Matt Hardy. But Hardy fires back on Homicide. Back and forth they go. Neither man going down.
Trading right hands.
Comes roaring. And finally, the notorious 187 crashes down to the canvas.
Hard clothesline in the corner, and a bulldog takes him off his feet. Hardy with a cover.
Nice combo from Hardy, but Homicide able to get his shoulder up.
Drives the knee to the midsection. Going for that submission. He's got that double underhook.
He's very close to the ropes, though. Homicide almost has that bottom rope within his grasp. If he can just roll, leverage over, yeah, there we go. He's got the ropes, and he must release the hold.
Good ring presence by Homicide, knowing where he is at all times, able to make it to the ropes.
You know, despite Matt Hardy's WWE affiliation and how the fans associate him with that organization, you know, he's really been impressed by Ring of Honor. It means a lot to him. He even went as far as to mention ROH on Raw on the microphone. What does that say about the love that Matt Hardy has for this company?
Reversal by Hardy.
And drives him down to the canvas. Cover.
Oh, again, 2.5.
Hardy back to his feet first.
Going to the outside here.
Homicide back to his feet inside the ring.
Takes Hardy down. Homicide now going to go up, maybe looking for a superplex of his own here.
Hardy trying to fight his way out of this position with shots to the ribcage. And drops Homicide.
Hardy going up top. Drops the leg from the second rope. Hooks the leg. 2.5 again. Homicide able to get that shoulder up.
The Hardy supporters very vocal, and the people who aren't so much supporting him in this matchup and maybe cheering Homicide on, very vocal as well. They're looking for the twist of fate, but no, Northern Light suplex.
2.5. Homicide counters the twist of fate with the Northern Lights, but somehow Hardy able to get the shoulder up.
And Homicide may be looking for the lariat here. Off comes the elbow pad.
Lariat!
He kicked out. Not many men can absorb the lariat of Homicide and keep fighting, but Matt Hardy has done just that.
Shows you how much this match means to Matt Hardy. Not just another payday for Matt Hardy here. He wants this so bad, and he's going for the cop killer.
If the lariat can't do it, maybe the cop killer can. No. Boot to the midsection.
Twist of fate.
No.
2.5 off the ace crusher.
Homicide not able to get the cop killer. Hardy not able to get the twist of fate. It's anybody's ball game.
Matt Hardy almost out on his feet as Homicide now stalking him in the corner. Reversal by Hardy. Homicide off the ropes, but Hardy follows him up.
Splash Mountain. And what's this? Low-Key is up on the ring apron. Low-Key has made his way to ringside.
Exploder! But Jay Lethal now to neutralize Low-Key on the floor.
And Low-Key brought a chain to ringside. He placed it there on the edge of the ring. Jay Lethal saw that, and now he's got that chain. It's a tug of war. Homicide and Lethal fighting over that chain.
Matt Hardy rolled him up. He got him.
Matt Hardy scores the victory. Homicide had his back turned to Matt Hardy, fighting over that chain with Jay Lethal, and a roll-up, 1, 2, 3. Matt Hardy has pinned Homicide. Jay Lethal letting go of that chain. Momentum was on Hardy's side. 1, 2, 3, and he's got Jay Lethal to thank for the victory.